Hey everyone, what's up? I've been telling you guys about Tank and now everybody's caught up, dude. And I'll go long gaps without talking boxing, dude. He's no different than Canelo. You know what I'm saying? This is what I've been telling you guys. It's not hard to see. When you guys stop playing fanboy, you guys can finally start to be objective and admit to the truth. This dude, his team, they said that themselves, said that black fighters don't sell. You see who he's fighting right now. The dude's so scared and shook, he'd rather quit boxing, retire, than fight real competition. I think Tim Bradley stole the 30-year-old prospect from this channel, but it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't play popularity contests like most people with their boxing content. I don't play proxy race war on this channel. I just tell it how it is, man. As far as Canelo, I'm getting the same type of guys, leaving the clown emojis. Crawford hasn't fought no one, you know, but I go and I look at the betting odds. Canelo's only a minus 150 to 190 favorite in this fight. Again, the money's telling me how you guys really feel, you know. Canelo, he's a good little fighter, but I stick to my ground on this. He's what you call a industry plant. He doesn't like to fight real fighters at their optimum. You know, you look at a guy like Oscar De La Hoya, for example, he fought everybody in their prime. You understand? Canelo, he doesn't like to do that, and he struggles with older guys. You know what I'm saying? He struggled versus Floyd, obviously. But GGG, you know, GGG was an old man. He was around the same age as Floyd was, you know, and you had 3 fights with him, but you guys who were originally GGG fans, a lot of you were still on Team GGG at that time before you jumped on the Canelo bandwagon. Now I'm seeing people are finally starting to see what I was getting ready to show in the film studies. I've always told you guys that Canelo's just like, it's like Nintendo's Punch-Out. People are saying he telegraphs, but he does leave himself wide open when he's about to throw shots. He likes to burst and things like that. He might as well light up just like King Hippo off of Super Punch-Out, you understand? You can land a shot, you can hit him with the jab. Lead right is what GGG used to hurt Canelo in a sequence like that. We'll see if Canelo's power or Crawford's power can have any effect on Canelo. And again, Canelo's starting to slow down. You guys made a big deal about Madrimov, Berlanga, and fighters like Munguia were landing more punches on Canelo than Madrimov landed on Terrence Crawford. You guys always just overrate and overhype when Crawford gets hit. You know, when he gets hit, you know, people assume that he just had 200 punches landed on him. You know what I'm saying? You know, when he gets a bloody nose, that's like the equivalent of a knockout. You guys overblow what damage Crawford takes. He's still a plus-minus leader in the sport. Canelo, just like a Gervonta Tank Davis, they give up a bunch of rounds, like a Deontay Wilder, give up a bunch of rounds. You know, if Crawford loses 3 to 4 rounds in a fight, that means that he lost the fight. You know, you don't hold Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez to the same standard. You just don't. You know, and again, I see the people that come in my comment section on those videos that I left. It's the same stuff. Again, I've already dealt with this, you know. Everybody's rah-rah before the fight, after the fight. You guys are a no-show, you know. I've been doing this. It's not hard to see this. I'm still sticking to my guns. I think Canelo and his team, the dude wanted $150 million for Terrence Crawford. You know, this is what I call telling on yourself, but I don't think the confidence is there. He's had a scripted career. You got to fight guys like Shane Mosley, who was in a 4-fight losing streak and a draw, you understand. Go to Boxing Rec, hold me to my word. Go ahead and correct me in the comments section, but your career's been pretty much smoke and mirrors. Now, if people are looking at your resume face value, again, it looks good. You see a bunch of names, you understand, but when you start to dissect and break it down and you see when you fought these guys, like, you know, you look at the circumstances, how you even need to put a rehydration clause on, what was old boy from the UK? He loves to always take a knee. I forgot old boy's name. But regardless, dude, a guy who's truly confident in their skills, was it Rocky Fielding? Man, I can't remember the dude's name, but we're talking about a C-minus level fighter, UK domestic level fighter, and you're putting rehydration clauses. You're making sure certain fighters don't get full training camps. You're doing all this nonsense to give yourself an advantage before you even get in the fight. Even a weight drained Denny Jacobs, and listen, I know he didn't honor the rehydration clause to the full, but you could see and tell by the way he was fighting, the way he was throwing his punches, he was gassed and winded. There was no power in his punches. He went for more of a volume type fight style. Against Canelo, he still won 5 rounds. You understand? On 2 of the 3 judges' scorecards. Canelo, again, your career is scripted. You're a scripted fighter. You know what I'm saying? You only feel confident when you know you have the game rigged. You know, whenever it's an even playing field, again, Canelo, I've said this so many times, is the most effective fighter on an even playing field. You're supposed to be pound for pound, let's say top 3, according to these people on the internet. You know, when you fight someone on an even playing field, there's always controversy. People tend to think that you you once again robbed someone. You know, that's just your reputation. That's just what you do. Unless the game is rigged, he really has no true confidence, like a Gervonta Tank Davis. You know, if guys aren't weight drained or any of this stuff, you know, he's not a confident fighter. You know what I'm saying? As far as the sales in boxing, that speaks for itself as well. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweathers of the world, they didn't have to restructure their contracts. You know, they were good for the money. Canelo, you know, they tried to prop him up as the face of boxing on HBO. HBO was a cornerstone of boxing. Nobody ever would think that HBO would stop having boxing, guys. And this is how it got bad for the sport of boxing. You guys aren't ready for this stuff. Well, I'm not even going to go into that. But again, this dude's been playing pole to pole to pole, just like $2 horror. You know what I'm saying? You started here, you go over here, then you jump over there. Like, dude, no. Boxing is a money laundering scheme today. You don't have real true money makers that can sustain the sport. You know, you have Turkey now. Luckily, he has vast amounts of money, but he's basically holding up boxing. He's the guy that everybody's turning towards now, you know, to keep boxing alive. You know, he's doing a very good job. He's trying to make guys fight each other more. Fights that normally would not get made are getting made today, which is a good thing to see. But I'm just saying, this has been the fake it till you make it era in the sport of boxing. Boxing's been hurting badly, dude. And guys like Canelo have not been holding up the sport. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It speaks for himself when you have Eddie Hearn saying that Canelo's not worth his value. You can't come here and try to play like Canelo's Floyd Mayweather. He's not, bro. You know what I'm saying? You lost every round against Floyd, who was like 36. He's way smaller than you. He just does not do good against older fighters for whatever reason. And again, you're dealing with a guy who has high boxing IQ, has timing. Again, I'm not worried about Canelo's left hook. That punch is not going to be a factor in this fight. The only punch that I am worried about is Crawford is susceptible to the right hands. And Canelo does have an explosive straight right. You know, he kind of explodes and jumps into it. That punch can cause problems. Also, you saw the way how he was able to hurt Jermell and land some punches on him, land in between the gloves. Crawford's going to need to be on his P's and Q's when Canelo throws those overhand rights and things like that when he has him against the ropes. But again, Crawford, a lot of people forget about this. You know, he has a back foot game. So, you know, people have touted fighters like Lomachenko, who at best, when you break him down, is just a pressure fighter. He always has to close the distance to be effective. Crawford actually has the ability to actually fight off the back foot. He can press the action against Canelo because Canelo is going to get tired. He can get Canelo against the ropes just like Floyd did. He doesn't have to go for the KO wins. He just has to continue to make Canelo more tired while Canelo's defending himself on the ropes. Canelo's going to get tired, guys. He is. I think Crawford's going to make him miss a lot. And again, Crawford has the ability to not only make fighters miss, but make them pay. The timing, the opening, the way he's able to seize openings. You know, you're dealing with a higher level fighter than what you're normally used to dealing with. Bivol, he did very good versus Canelo. Crawford's also showed that he can play volume puncher too, that type of fight style, but I don't want him to rely too much on that. He can take more of a Laura Floyd Mayweather approach in this fight. Mix it in with volume punching like he did against, what's his name? I'm starting to forget all these fighters' names because I don't keep up in the sport. It was a guy he fought before Errol Spence, and Jaron in his boots just fought him too, Avanesian. In that fight, he threw a lot of punches. So he shows that he can use that style as well. But, you know, you just got to pick and choose when you want to, again, push Canelo backwards. He'll be tired. He'll go to the ropes on his own accord to rest. You know what I'm saying? People are seeing that his legs aren't the same anymore. He's there to get hit more. Again, you watch the Munguia fights. Munguia's throwing combinations and landing on Canelo. Munguia's nothing special to gawk at, guys. I'm sorry. He's nowhere near the technician, boxing IQ that Terrence Crawford is. So, like I said, my prediction was 7-5 Terrence Crawford. It's going to be around that ballpark because we know there's going to be something screwy with the judges' scorecards in this fight. In reality, maybe Crawford will possibly win 8 of the rounds, but they're going to try to make it close so it doesn't damage Canelo's brand too much. The commentary, again, this is what they always do. They're going to hype up everything Canelo does. They're not going to call out what Crawford does during the fight. This is going to add confusion to some of the people who are, you know, high in their emotions during the fight. You're not going to be able to see things clearly, you know, but they know what they're doing and they know what they're going to do. It's nothing new. I still got Terrence Crawford winning this fight. And a lot of you fanboys, you're going to do what all the others did. You're not going to come back here, all you who leave your clown emoji and tell me I'm dumb and everything else. I've been through this process too many times. You understand? Crawford was not given the easy route. You understand? He had to do things like move up a weight class to fight certain guys and move back down. You know, he was not treated like a red carpet fighter, showcase fighter like a Canelo Alvarez. Canelo's had everything gifted to him, whether that's undisputed. You know, they throw in belts. You know, instead of challenging Benavidez and taking his belt, they strip it and give it to like Canelo, dumb crap like that. Your undisputed is even weak compared to the others. You know, you've been assisted on that as well. You know, you're just an assisted fighter, and it's going to hurt Canelo in this fight. It's just that simple. You know, you've been given the silver platter and the silver spoon your whole career, dude. You didn't have to fight up. You were robbing people even early on in your career. You know, you had controversy early in your career before everybody even knew who Canelo Alvarez was. You know, Larry Mosley couldn't miss a jab against Canelo Alvarez. I get it. You guys are on the bandwagon. You're trying to hype your man up and hype yourselves up for this fight. But I think, again, with the betting odds, Canelo, if he is what you guys say, it should be an easy, at the very least, 3-1 betting favorite. He's not. It's closer to 50-50. You know what I'm saying? You guys, I'm just not seeing the confidence there. And I'm seeing the same puff yourself up type of stuff from fanboys that I do all the time when I call these fights. That's all I really got to say for now. I know Crawford's going to work hard. He's going to take this seriously. He's not going to let this opportunity go to waste. And even in a loss, he's going to make a very good case for himself. You know, Amir Khan was landing all kinds of punches on Canelo Alvarez, and they messed with the punch stats in that fight. You guys don't, you know what I'm saying? You guys, you're new to this, a lot of you, and you're just doing this for reasons that are stupid. Again, there's a proxy internet race war. You know, you guys finally accepted Canelo into the Mexican communities. You know, but when you guys were originally GGG fans, this whole situation is really, in my opinion, a clown show. I'm not too worried about Canelo. Crawford's also going to need to watch out when Canelo gets frustrated. He's going to try something dumb like lift him up, you know, roid rage against him and try to pick him up and think that he's, you know, a weight bar with weights. You know, he's going to try to do something stupid like that in this fight as well. He is going to get frustrated, dude. It's just that simple. Again, Crawford just needs to worry about judges. He needs to worry about that right hand. The left hand, again, I'm not worried about. And again, Canelo's more stationary now. He gets winded. We see this even against sparring partners and things like that. He parties. You know, I know he does coke. Again, things like that. It's going to, you know, although he's 32, 33, you know, he's younger than Terrence Crawford again. In this fight, he may very well be the older fighter and the more worn-out fighter. You know what I'm saying? I think it's all going to play a part. You guys are going to try to come up with excuses and not give Terrence Crawford credit. Again, it's always the same story. There's nothing new about this story, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.